folks, it's Shauna.
And Sam.
And we are here today cooking on Napoleon Grill's The Phantom Rogue. Look at this. If Batman had a barbecue, this is what it would look like.
Yes. Well, we should cook something really special on it. We're going to do a lobster mac and cheese with some extra lobster tails.
Ooh, indulgent and decadent. I can't wait.
All right, so first we need to prep these lobster tails. These are beautiful rock lobster tails. And then what we've got to do is just take off these little legs, and then we're going to split down the back of the shell. And then you're going to gently prise it open, and you're just going to bring the meat away from the shell. So this is basically what you want. So you want to bring that lobster tail out, remove it from the shell, and then get some of these little lemon pieces. This will just help prop it up, and it'll just look amazing.
All right, so whilst I'm prepping the lobster tails, I'm just going to make some beautiful infused butter. Super simple, in my little pan. Salted butter and some Old Bay seasoning.
It's beautiful. So we just want to melt a little bit of that with some of the Old Bay, and then we're just going to brush that on our lobsters and set that aside.
Lovely. So I'm going to move on to make our infused milk. Okay, so we're going in with some olive oil. Got a shell, so that's going into our infused milk. I've got 2 bay leaves, a little teaspoon of mace, not a lot because that is potent stuff. Gonna fry off those ingredients with my shallots. Once that's fried off, be deglazing with a lovely little bit of cava.
All right.
And then we're going to add our milk for our infused milk.
The last thing we want to do with this milk, I've got a cheeky extra lobster tail here. I just want to poach that in the infused milk, and we'll chop that up and get that through the mac.
So we have prepped our lobster tails, we have made our infused butter, we've made our infused milk. So the final stage, the most important part is...
Let's make some mac and cheese, but with lobster. All right, I'll get a pan on, so we want that nice and hot. We're going to have all that beautiful fat from that bacon to go through the cheese sauce. I need to speed up this bacon cooking a bit. So it's got this brilliant side burner here, so you can really crank this up. But I really want this bacon sizzling, so let's turn it up to number 11.
Ha, well that's lucky because you get the bacon sizzling on the sizzling zone.
Yeah. Here I've got some shallots and some garlic. That's going to go in again just to really add some depth of flavour to our cheese sauce. Okay, now we want to get in our butter. All right, so we've got our butter melted in our pan over here. Now we're just going to add in some flour. We want it to make a really nice paste, and then that's going to be cooked down. We're going to brown that off a little bit, and that's the basis of our roux. Okay, so let's start getting our milk in and start making this cheese sauce. So just take a little sieve. You're just going to strain it, keep that milk nice and hot, and you're just going to put in a little at a time, and then just build that back up. Just want to do the finishing touches now, so we want to get some mustard in there. About a tablespoon and a bit. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley through it as well. So we've got quite a bit of cheese here. I've got about 100 grams of cheddar and gruyère. I'm going to start with the cheddar. I'm going to mix some of that. I'm going to keep a little bit back because I just want some on the top as well. So we'll mix that in. Now for our gruyère, this is going to give you that stringy nature and a really good punch of flavour as well. This looks great. So what I did is I poached a little lobster earlier on. So I'm just going to run a little tiny bit of lobster meat through it. So I'm just going to chop up some of this.
All right.
There we go. So this is just a macaroni, blanched it for 5 minutes, set it aside, and it's ready for our cheese sauce. And then we're just going to mix this up, and we finish off with the cheese sauce on the top. So we just smooth that over the top there, and then with the last bits of cheeses that you've got, you're going to get that on there. So here we've got some parsley, and at the very end we're going to finish some chives. And now we've got some panko. We want crunch with this. This is now ready for the grill. This is going to bake for around about 15 or 20 minutes. We're going to pop it over here, close the lid, and then cook our lobster tails.
Lovely.
Okay, so I think our mac and cheese is ready. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, it's bubbling beautifully. That's a great crumb on the top there. Let's get these lobster tails on, and they're going to take about 5 minutes to cook, and then we're going to be ready to eat. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. So I usually cook lobster tails to around about 55, 56 degrees. These are done. So
Oh,
these
they
are
look
looking beautiful.
fantastic. You want me to give them a brush?
Yes,
You get the mac out.
This is our mac and cheese.
This is the treat of the day. And there you have it, folks. The most delicious, decadent lobster mac and cheese, all cooked on our Napoleon grill, Phantom Rogue. This is a real summer dish. Are you enjoying it?
Let's give it a taste test. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.